Hello and welcome. My name is John and I want to give you a quick 10-minute overview of the mobuzz-app platform. Here we go to our non-branded login screen that you can certainly use for all your clients so they don't see the mobuzz branding, which is the first plus that many of the other platforms don't give you. I'll now log in, and there you see. Now if we look here, you can see it is essentially a 5-step process. So we start with the functionality. So this is where you go to add all the tabs for your app, if you like, pages really in your app, for all the different functions you want to add. For the purpose of this demo, I've just added in about 8 or 9 here. Next, what I'll do is I'll actually show you that there are actually quite a lot more. You won't want these obviously for every app, it just depends on what it's for, and I think most of the things you can see in this list here are self-explanatory in terms of what they do. And as you can see, for example, there's one here, delivery tab coming soon, so that is actually if someone is going to deliver like a meal, for example, you could use that, because that will work on a GPS range as well, as I understand it. But you can see there's lots of other things in here, some of which you won't find or you'll struggle to find on other platforms. You've got a food ordering tab, GPS coupons, mail list tab, merchandise tab, music tab, that's quite a new one. The news tab, that's recently been updated to make it a lot better, and that just gives you some idea of what's included. And what is amazing here, you'll see, is there are literally tons of these tab icons, so you don't really need to go hunting for your own, because as you can see, I'll just scroll through, that's 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages, 7 pages, 8 pages, 9 pages, 10 pages, 11 pages, 12 pages, 13 pages, 14 pages, 15 pages, 16, 17, I'm sure they keep adding more, 18, 19, 20, and there's about 24 on a page, so you've got the best part of 500 tab icons there. Right, so once you've selected all the tabs, you can then go on to the next stage. Don't worry if you find later you've missed one out, because you can always come back and add it. And then just build the content. So the second stage is customize the app content. So this really is the actual pages in your app. I mean, clearly things like location, that is going to be important, which is on this home page. And can you see here we've got all these little tabs here. Now if I want to move something to a different location so that it displays differently in the app, because it's going to start on the left and move to the right, depending on which option you've chosen in terms of how to display it, and we'll come to that a bit later. But for example, if I want to move this one, QR coupons, just click and hold it down until we go like that, and now I can just release it, and now that has updated the order for the tab. and then you can just, if I want to edit this one for example, I can just click on edit, go in, and then you can see, you can just fill in these fields. You can have start date, end date, amount, hours before the next check-in, and so on. So it's really powerful. Here of course you can change that icon that's going to appear in your app, and you just browse for an image. So that's all really good and very quick to do. So you would just go through each one of these, and when you're happy, then you can go on to stage 3, which is the actual appearance of the app. Now, what do I mean by that? Essentially, I mean about, is it going to use a particular template? Are the buttons or the tabs going to have a particular style, colouring, all that type of thing? And this does have lots and lots of different sort of like templates you can use. I mean, the easiest way to show that is if I switch back to the classic design for a minute. That is probably more of what you would sort of expect, but I can then browse the templates. Right, so this is really what I want to show you. So you've got the classic design, which is this really one row of tabs, whereas you've got these premium designs, which are a bit more sort of up to date, more funky, and have more colours and more rows you can have as well. So for the purposes of this, I think I will choose a multiple row design. And here, so you can see, it gives me several different ones, whether they've got 2 rows of 4 icons with a reddish background, or a whitish one with a darker background, and so on. And you can even upload your own images if you want. So for the purposes of this, let's just pick this one. Because this isn't really designed to be an app building, more just to give you an idea of the features and functionality within the app platform. Right, so there, and you can see we can tweak things like the layout. If you're going to have, probably more than certainly about 8 tabs, then it's best to choose the more navigation, and also probably choose it as a single row and with 5 columns. I mean, that's certainly what Apple recommend. I'll need to save that. And then you'll be able to see on here more what it looks like. And you can see there's lots of different features in here in terms of headers, and whether it's a custom header and the different style of it. I'll just scroll down here to give you a better idea, but you can see there's loads and loads of stuff in here. So you don't necessarily need to worry about having lots of custom graphics, because there are loads and loads in here. And indeed we do add more as time goes on. Right, background images, I'll just quickly show you that, because in fact you can have a different background image for every page if you wanted to, or obviously have the same background image on multiple pages. It doesn't actually matter. You just need to set it up all here to do that. You can upload an image of your own, or surprise surprise, we have our own gallery as well, with lots to choose from in there. So let's assume that you've done all that and you now want to preview it. So here we actually have two previewers. We have the HTML5 version and the app version. Now, to be honest, with the app previewer, you're better off downloading the unbranded one that we offer, both for iPhone and Android. And this is what I mean about the More tab. So if I click that, can you see it brings in some other tabs? That is the way Apple prefer it, rather than having 2, 3 rows of tabs. And if you wanted to, for instance, go to a show a mobile website, that's what I've done in here, and that should load up our Napa Search website. And then you see we've got a nice back button here. Okay, and then as I wanted to try and keep this not too long, over 10 minutes, I'll just go to the publish, mainly because what I want to show you here is you fill in description and contact email and all the usual. You upload an app icon, which is 1024 by 1024, and then screenshots. Now, what you maybe didn't realize is this actually will build for a mobile website, an Android app, an iPhone app, including iPhone 5, and iPad, all at the same time. Now, if you're actually familiar with most of the other platforms, they don't actually do that. You have to have separate builds because of the other screen sizes, etc. What you do in here is, for example, if you were building excuse me, for iPhone 5, then you would just have to upload up to, for instance, if we're talking about screenshots here, up to 5 different screenshots of the relevant size. Similarly for iPad, and it gives you the size there, and for mobile it gives you the size 940 by 640. Any other sizes it will just automatically cater for from those particular images, and similarly for the splash screens as well. So that really is a very quick way of doing it. Apologise if this has been a bit quick for you, but I say it's only really meant to be an overview and not showing you actually how to build an app. But hopefully you can see that there are plenty of features, certainly equal if not more than other platforms out there. Hope to see you in the members area soon. Thanks, bye.